I'm on my way to Washington, D.C., where I'm actually going to be leading a tour of the U.S. Capitol. And a lot of people don't know the U.S. Capitol used to be a place where church was held every single Sunday. Now, by way of background, when the Capitol building opened in 1800 in Washington, D.C., the two chaplains of the House and Senate, they went before Congress and they requested to use this incredible building. Nobody's using it on Sunday. Could we hold church services on Sunday? And they had to go to the Speaker of the House, who was Theodore Sedgwick. They had to go to the President of the Senate, who was Thomas Jefferson, and they approved church to be held in the Capitol. In fact, Thomas Jefferson, who was vice president at the time, who was president of the Senate, he actually attended the very first church service in the Capitol when he becomes president shortly after. All 8 years of his presidency, he's actually going to church in the U.S. Capitol building. He actually wrote letters about it and why it was important that he attend and what he was attending for, to set the example for Americans, knowing that they should actually be going to church. We at Wall Builders actually have over a dozen original sermons that were preached in the U.S. Capitol building. Don't be afraid by that falling a little bit. It isn't a protective case. But what's cool about this, the largest Protestant church in America actually met in the U.S. Capitol. It was the second largest church in the nation at the time. When John Quincy Adams was a member of Congress after he'd been president, he actually said that there was approximately 2,000 people that were coming to church in the U.S. Capitol building every Sunday. He said it was actually kind of suffocating how many people were actually there. Most people, when they look at the U.S. Capitol building, they recognize it as this incredible, beautiful structure. The architecture on it's amazing, and it represents a lot of power for America as a nation. Most people have no idea. It used to be the home to the largest Protestant church in America.